Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is May 20th, 2022. Hope you are all doing well. So market is very turbulent. Let's do a quick market prep for next week. So with that, I got a great stock here, Nvidia. Nvidia has been down of late. It's a great stock and they got earnings coming up next week. So let's look at great stocks like Nvidia. So in today's segment, we'll look at both long ideas where you can buy the stocks and also short ideas where we can buy put options. So with that, let's jump in and get started. Look, what we'll do is we'll look at quick market update and look at most active stocks. These are great stocks where there is a lot of volume and these stocks are very liquid. And then we'll look at the winners, the losers, 52-week high. I typically like to look at this list here for shorting ideas, and let's look at 52-week low, and also we'll look at high valuation stocks. These are some of my best short ideas. I would be buying some put options and put spreads on these stocks. So and finally we'll conclude with some ideas for long to buy the great stocks, fundamentally sound stocks, and also some short ideas where we can buy put options and put spreads. So with that, let's jump in here. Look, from a market update perspective, we are in the extreme fear zone right now. So that tells you at this time it's good to buy fundamentally great companies. It does not get any better. I think it's a good time to buy some fundamentally sound companies here. Look, we've been hovering around 11, 12 for a while now. Look, since a week or so, we are in the same range here. That's why it's a good time to slowly start buying fundamentally sound companies. All right, let's jump in here and look at the market update. Look, from a market update perspective, we got tech stocks which are completely sold off here. A very long losing streak since dot-com bust. And look, one of the great semiconductor stock, Applied Material, came tumbling down here. Looks like they did not have a good earnings. They missed on the earnings and profit due to supply chain issues. All these stocks have got dependency on China. When China falters due to shutdown, these companies have got tough time. And look, you got Palo Alto Network. Looks like company went higher. I'll be looking at Palo Alto to for the short idea, buying some put options and make some money as the stock comes down here. It's a fade trade, as the stock fades away from this initial bump here, we can make some good money. And then you got your deer sinks toward 15 months low. I'm watching this carefully. I'll be slowly initiating a long position here by buying some deer. All right, look, from a market perspective, we had a down market in the beginning of the day, but look at this rally. Nicely came high, went higher. That tells you there are a lot of buyers in the sidelines putting some money to the market. And same story with Nasdaq, came down till 1 p.m. then went higher, and similar trend in the S&P 500. So with that, let's jump in and look at market here. From a market perspective, look, we are still in the downturn since April. We've been down here. Dow Jones Industrial Average down, S&P 500 down, and so on and so forth. All these major stock indices are down big time. Look, gold finally started going higher. It's a safe haven name. Folks will flock into gold when there is uncertainty. Look, oil is doing well. When oil is down, I would buy some oil. I've been shorting some great oil stocks like Chevron and Exxon. That's been yielding some money. So when they go higher big time, you basically sell some put option and you make some money as they drop off like this right here. And look, bond has been dropping off here and it's slightly improving. Interest rates are coming down. That's a good sign here. All right, now let's jump in here and look at most active ETFs. Look, we got the list here. In today, most of the ETFs slightly turned higher toward the end of the day here. But look, we are still in the correction territory in most of the sectors here. Look, S&P 500 down 18% from 52-week high, fairly in the correction territory. Same is the story with Nasdaq 100 and so on and so forth. And look at the IV percentile here. I love this high IV. The moment there is a high IV, you can sell put options on ETFs like SPY, go way below the current stock price and make some great money with the premium. That's what I've been doing with these ETFs here. Look at the high volatility, sell put option, give it to them and makes money that way here. Look, QQQ, same story, elevated IV percentile, you could make some great money. On the other hand, if the IV percentile is very high, like for example energy here, you could actually buy some put option. As they come down slightly, you can make some money here. That's another strategy you can implement, but you got to be quick. As the ETF falls off here, you could sell your put option that you bought and make some good money here. And normally I look at 5-year, 10-year. When the performance is high in 5-year, 10-year, if there's a short-term weakness, you could buy for long haul. Look, both SPY, QQQ, both are good here. You could buy some call ratio spread or call back ratio spread, so that way you can make some good money as the stock as these ETFs go higher. And keep watching. I love SMH here, semiconductor ETF. You could do the same thing here. It's also beaten down pretty much. You could do a call ratio back spread here and buy some call option that way and make some great amount of money here. All right, now let's jump in here and look at most active stocks. Look, these are most active stocks by volume, and I would not look at stocks like Zynga here. It's already in the acquisition. It's a acquired company at this time or agreement to acquire. I would rather focus on stocks like AMD here. AMD is a great stock here. Stock has been down big time here. It's firing in all cylinder. Look at the overall score, 96. It's a great one here. Stock has been down in one day all the way to 6 months here. This has announced a great earnings all across the board, great numbers. I would be buying some AMD. You could also buy some call options or even call back ratio spread in AMD. It's a good one to buy at these levels here. And one of my favorite stock here, Apple. I've been buying Apple slowly as it comes down. It's a great stock. There might be some issue around the China, but it's good to slowly start buying and go from there. And we got a few more as you see here. These are all most active stocks. Look at this one here, SIGA. With all the monkeypox issue going on here, this is surging higher. So at these levels, I'm slowly trying to look at this one for a short candidates, buying some put option. Look, right now IV percentile is let's see here, IV percentile. Let's see, SIGA here. IV percentile is pretty. Let's see, IV percentile. Okay, we don't have IV percentile in this list here, but I think it's a good one to slowly start buying some put options in SIGA. If the IV percentile is high, I'll be buying some put back ratio spread and go from there. As you scan through here, you got a few more names here. Stocks like Nvidia, I'll be slowly doing some buy here. Its stock is down big time here. You could buy some this stock here, a great company. And keep a watch on the PS ratio or price to sales ratio. I would also look at few stocks with a little bit higher price to sales ratio as a short candidates here. As an example, if Tesla comes up slightly, I would be looking at buying some put options on Tesla and make some good money. As it drops off here, I'll wait for it to come up a little bit, then I will implement the strategy. All right, so these are the most active stocks. And also look at the overall score here. I would be willing to buy the ones with the overall high score here. We got few names. Look, we got Pfizer, a complete nice 100 score here. At this time, it's RSI is high 60. I would not be buying. I might even buy a put spread here and make some money that way. All the stocks where we got high RSI here, I'm willing to sell some put options and make some money as they come down here. We still have all the tensions and geopolitical tensions and other supply chain issues here. That's why you could buy some put options on these great stocks with a high RSI and make some money as they come down. That's been one one of my favorite activity these days. It's been yielding a good amount of profit because stock has been coming down. Whenever RSI is high, they tend to come down. So that's why it's a good time to sell some put options on high RSI stocks. I mean, buy some put options on these high RSI stocks. All right, now let's look at a few more. These are again most active stocks by volume. Keep a watch on the overall score here. When the overall score is nice and high, for example, one right here, PBR. So you could look at long-term buy position if the RSI is high. In this case, RSI is, if the RSI is low, RSI is high in this case, I'm willing to buy some put options in such scenarios and make some money as it settles down slowly. So it's a good one to buy some put option here. And whenever overall score is high and RSI is low, look, we got few names here. You could really buy some buy stock outright in those scenarios. For example, Twitter has been dropping off late. As you can see here, now it's stabilizing. Overall score is nice. You could buy some Twitter stock here at these levels as Elon Musk drama unfolds in the stock here. And we got a few more name here. I love Take-Two Interactive. Look, it's a great company. Right now, stock is sold off here with the low RSI. You could buy this great company at a bargain price here and go from there. I also love CSX. It's a railroad stock, as many of you know here. RSI is low, stock is sold off. You could buy this great company up here. All right, so we got a few more names here. You could look at the overall score here, buy some of these great companies and go from there. Look, we got Citigroup here. Mr. Warren Buffett bought some Citigroup here. RSI is still low. You could still buy some Citigroup at these levels here. All right, also look at the high PS ratio candidates here. We got few high RSI candidates or high PS ratio candidates. Lucid is one of them. If it goes slightly higher, I would be shorting this stock here or buying some put option in other words. I love Snap. It's a good one here. You could buy some Snap at these levels here. All right, also look at the high RSI names. When the RSI is above 60, you could buy some put options in those candidates and make some money. All right, now let's look at the winning stocks here. From a winning stock perspective, look at the win here. These stocks have been doing great in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, 1 month here. Like I talked about, SIGA, they have some good vaccine for monkeypox. I will be looking at shorting these stocks pretty soon here, as it shows some signs of exhaustion. At the top, I will be shorting this one here by buying some put option. Same story with this one also here. I'll wait for it to settle down slightly and show some signs of congestion at the top, or slight sign of stock not going higher. I'll be buying some put option here, making some money. Even PBT, same story here. Stock has been going up off late here. High RSI. I would be looking at a shorting or a buying put option in this one also. All right, as usual, look at the RSI here. High RSI means you could buy some put option or put spread here, make some money. On the other hand, some of these stocks you got to watch out if they're already agreed upon for acquisition. Then don't buy put option. It's not worth your time. Also, as you see here, look at the overall score here. If a stock has a high overall score and low RSI, I would buy those stocks here. If it is a high RSI, then I will be looking at buying some put options and make some great money. That's always a great trade off rate here. Put options are making some great money here. And for the folks who are day traders, you could buy some outright put option. You could make some good money. It's very good for swing trading. Day trading may not be that great. All right, so let's look at a few more here and go from there. So we got more winning stocks, as you can see here. Look at the nice win here. And stocks like this one right here, EVEX $8 stock here has been going up higher and high. You could look at taking some buying some put option in such names here. All right, look at the high RSI names here. When the RSI is high, you could slowly start selling some put options here. For example, you got Paya. You got to watch out if there is an acquisition. Just be a little bit careful. But Paya is a good candidate here. You could sell some put option, buy some put option. I mean, if the fundamentals works out and if there is no acquisition pending. And we got few more names here. All these high RSI names here. I'll be shorting them all day long by buying some put options here. Alright, also if the overall score is high, look at buying some names when the RSI is low here. Look, we got few stocks with the low RSI here. We got GGB. Look at GGB here, RSI is 55. I would not be buying it up here. But with the RSI is low, I will be buying such names here and with the nice and high overall score. Alright, now let's look at a few more stocks like MRTX as an example. MRTX RSI is 48 here. Stock's been going up off late. I will wait for this to show some signs of exhaustion or cool off, and I will be buying some put option in that one too. Alright, now let's look at losing stocks. I love losing stocks because there are some great long buying opportunities. You could buy some of these great names with nice and high RSI, nice and high overall score. Look, these are all the losers here. Look at the net margin here. When the net margin is positive, like the ones here, TIGO here, and Ross Store, and we got Deere, one of my favorite stock here, and Upstart. You got to be careful. I'm not a big fan of Upstart here, but all these names are beaten down here. I would go after the high overall score candidates here. We got two with nice and high overall score here. Look, we got DDS and TWI. You know, you got to be a little bit careful. Some of these names retailers are not doing great off late. Many retailers are down big time here. But I would go with some positive net margin companies here and buy them. As an example, Burlington is a good one here. It's a discount store, as many of you know here. This came down with the sympathy with other retail stocks here. You could buy this one here. It's a great one here. Even Ross Store, it's one of my favorite store or a stock. You could buy this great stock on a discount at these levels. Look at the way it dropped, big time drop here after the earnings miss. And we got few more here. Let's go in and look at few more. As usual, when the RSI is high, above 55 or so, like the one right here, like Boer, you could buy some put options and make some money because they will go down in maybe a couple days. All right, now let's look at losing stocks here. Same story, losing stocks. Look at the nice and high net margin here, net margin positive names, and nice and high overall score. You could buy such great companies and you will do very well. And look, we got one right here. I think it's this one right here, CNH Industries, nice and high overall score here. And as you look through here from an RSI perspective, 41, you could buy such names here. You will do well. And we got one more with nice and high overall score. Looks like it's let's see, right here. Resolute has got nice and high overall score here. It's into forest product, just a $13 stock here. But stock has not done well in the long run here. But in 2 years and 5 years, it's done great. You could buy some RFP here. All right, as usual, if there is a net margin positive company, you can buy this as a conservative investor. You would do well. Look, HPE here. It's a great one. Stock has not done well in the past, but nice and high overall score. You could buy that one too. All right, now let's look at a few more here. Now we are looking at 52-week high. Typically, I look at buying put options for these names also, because when they go up so quickly here, they will tend to come down and give you nice profit when you buy put options here. Look, all these stocks have got high RSI, and some of these names have gone up so quickly. Look, nice uptick here, nice uptick, one more here. I would be buying some put options on these names here and make some money as they come down. That's one of my favorite trades of late here, buying put options, and also a put ratio back spread that works out very well, especially when the IV percentile is high. I'm going after put ratio back spread that also always works out pretty well. And this is a great list here for the folks who want to buy some put options and make some money. Go after all these red high RSI names here and buy some put option or put back ratio spread. You'll make some great money. And especially if the PS ratio is high, you could make even more money. Look, this one right here, PBT, high PS ratio, that tells you valuation is high. You could really make some good money by buying put options or put spread in these names here. All right, now let's look at few more here. Same story, 52-week high. Look, we got 52-week. They're all close to 52-week high, as you can see here. And you could look at some of these names here. They've been doing great in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. You could really buy some of these names, buy some put options and make some money as these stocks come down. All right, I especially love buying put option when the overall score is lower, so that way companies are not great. And also I would look for net margin here. Lower the net margin, the better. But otherwise, even if the net margin is high, when the company is almost at 52-week high, chances of them going low is always greater. You could keep it for a couple of weeks and you could sell those put options for a nice profit. That's what I've been doing of late. All right, now let's look at 52-week low. I'm looking at this list as a long-term buying opportunity. Typically, buy low, sell high is the Wall Street mantra. Look, all these stocks are down big time from 52-week high. I would be looking at net margin positive companies and also high overall score companies and buy them by taking advantage. Look, we got Lazy Boy here. Lazy Boy is down big time here. But the problem with Lazy Boy, look, they have not made money for investors. I would rather go with stocks like this one right here, NEWT here. This has made some money for investors in the past. Also, good overall score at 50 here. And we got one more right here, Coles. Coles looks like there is a nice and high overall score here. Stock is down big time. You could initiate some long position here. You could make some good money. All right, now let's look at a few more here and go from there. List continues. It's again 52-week low. Look, some of these companies got nice net margin positive here. Also look at the overall score. I would initiate some buy position in the nice and high overall score here. We got one right here, Winnebago. Stock is beaten down big time here. If you're a long-term investor, you could buy some Winnebago as summer opens up here. Folks want to buy some of these recreational vehicles. And then you got one more ETD, $21 stock here. Nice and high overall score. And this stock company has made some good money in 2 year and 5 year. And we got one more right here, Google, one of my favorite stock here. You could do a long buy here, long-term investing. You will do very well. All right. So with that, let's look at one more right here. I think this must be Thor. Yep, Thor Industries. Again, a great company here. Stock is beaten down big time. You could slowly buy some Thor Industries as it settles down, and you will do very well. All right, now let's look at high valuation names. I like these companies because I could take advantage of this high valuation. Look, valuation is 100 plus. That tells you these are very highly valued stocks here. I would be buying some put options on these names here. Look, some of them are very low price. And I would look at the overall score. If the overall score is also lower and profit margin is, all these are negative net margin here, with the exception of one here. I would be looking at shorting these names by buying put options and make some money as they come down here. I especially love the ones which have gone up so much in last 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, like the ones right here, ASND here, or the one before here, TPTX. Look, it's gone up so quickly here. You could make some good money by buying put option. And even if HTX, look, it's gone up so quickly, you could make some good money by buying some put option in such names here. And the list continues here. These are all high valuation stocks. Look at the PS ratio here, nice and high. If the stock has jumped up too much here, like PBT, I'm the first one to buy some put option, make some money that way. And we got one more right here, CCXI. Yeah, I like this company, but look, it's gone up so much here. You could buy some put option and make some money as the stock comes down here. And we got a few more with nice and high overall performance here. You could buy some put option on such names here. We got Mirathi, same story here. All right, so with that, we got list continuing here. High valuation, look at the PS ratio, still elevated PS ratio here. And look at the net margin, companies that are not making it here. And also look, free cash flow negative in many of these names here. And look, oh, I love the ones with a low overall score here. That way these companies are not great. You could buy some put option and make some money. Especially I love the stocks with a little bit higher price tag, like Datadog. I love Datadog, but when it goes up a little higher, because there is a high PS ratio, this stock can also come down here and make some money for you if you buy put option. All right, so with that, let's conclude here. In conclusion, stock market is in extreme fear zone right now. Avoid stock with high valuation, or even better, buy some put options or put spreads with the high valuation stocks here. From a long trading idea, I would be buying some Apple, Facebook, Snap, CSX, Deere or John Deere, Bank of America and Cisco. I'll be buying some put and put spread in stocks like PBT, ASND, NC, NetScout, it's NetScout and GRIN. So we could also look at other great stocks with a high valuation or 52-week high, and then buy put option or put spread here. All right, let's conclude here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.